News from an alternate universe.
All right, everyone. The legacy media is losing their minds. They won't stop harping on this one harmless comment that Trump made while he was speaking off the cuff. You know how he gets sometimes when he just starts rambling on and on? And I guess if you weren't paying attention, he did make this one comment that sort of maybe kind of could have been misconstrued if you took it the wrong way, that maybe he might have said something that could have hinted about voter fraud. And in the legacy media, they're calling that a Freudian slip. Now, that actually tells you everything you need to know right there. The world of psychoanalysis has largely moved on from Sigmund Freud. He never had a lot of empirical evidence behind his theories, and a lot of his ideas were backed up by ambiguous, unscientific nonsense like free association and dream interpretation. So don't let it bother you. Donald Trump is almost certainly going to have a second term. That's about all. Peace out. I'm Jake Fapper, and this is CNN. And tonight, we bring you an update on President Trump's shocking on-camera admission of his administration's intent to defraud the American people and destroy our democracy.
Secondly, we're in a situation where we have put together, and you guys did it for our administration before this, we have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Irregularities in the vote tallies seem to suggest that this comment might not be the innocent slip-up Trump supporters would have us believe. Charts show how Biden started off with comfortable leads in Wisconsin and Michigan until somehow, coincidentally, hundreds of thousands of Trump votes were found, turning the states red. Vice President Biden boldly tweeted about the situation. Last night I was leading, often solidly, in many key states, in almost all instances Republican-run and controlled. Then, one by one, they started to magically disappear as surprise ballot drops were counted. They're finding Trump votes all over the place, in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. So bad for our country. Vice President Biden has vowed to seek a recount in Wisconsin, and he's filed lawsuits in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. Pennsylvania is especially troubling because of an ongoing controversy over a partisan state Supreme Court ruling. The state Republican Party sued Pennsylvania's Republican Secretary of State, Kathy Boockvar, and used COVID-19 as an excuse to make drastic changes to the rules regarding disqualifications of mail-in ballots. This was a case where a Republican plaintiff sued a Republican Secretary of State, and the case was decided by a majority Republican Supreme Court. The court ruled 4-3 over the objections of the state Democratic Party and the Democrat judges on the court. They extended the deadlines for mail-in ballots by 3 days. Ballots with no postmark or postmarks that have been damaged or obscured can't be thrown out. And Boockvar went on to issue guidelines loosening requirements for signature matching. So a mail-in ballot with no postmark, with a signature that doesn't match what's on file, will still be counted for President Trump in Pennsylvania. Now, Vice President Biden appealed to the Supreme Court, but they were unable to rule on the case because with the then recent death of Justice Clarence Thomas, they were locked 4-4, which means that the ruling in Pennsylvania stands. However, Justices Breyer, Sotomayor, Kagan, and Ginsburg strongly signaled that they believe that the state court's rewrite of state election law is probably invalid.